Hello everyone, welcome back to the PMP Mastery. Myself Samir, and today I'm here with yet another success story. And the person who is sitting with me, none other than handsome and smart Mr. Chilapa, who is from Chennai and working in a reputed company, having more than 20 plus years of experience. Finally, he has managed to crack his PMP all three domain above target. And he does not have only PMP, but this person has plenty of certification. He has saved CSPO, Lean Six Sigma, AWS, and many more. I will not take all the name. I would like to hear from him. So just I'm leaving it to him. This person is going to inspire all of us, motivate all of us, and definitely you all, if you are watching this video, you would be getting lots of insight from him that would definitely add value in your preparation. If you are looking for your PMP preparation and want to pass in short time period, this video is going to add value in that. So this is a small introduction of this gentleman. There is lot many more things we are going to hear from his side about the PMP, about his background, and what the things is motivated him to get the PMP certification. In addition to plenty of certification he has done, and also we will knowing that what next milestone he is looking for. So I'm giving opportunity to Chilapa that he should give a brief introduction, and then going ahead, we will discuss one by one on the PMP preparation. So, Mr. Chirapa, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thanks, Amir. So, so I'm Chellapan Subramanian, and I have around 20 plus years of experience in IT, and I'm basically a mechanical engineer. So, as Samir mentioned, yeah. So, based upon my experience, like because in this IT field, we need to just keep on upgrading ourselves in order to be in this particular market. So that is the reason, like, and right from the start of my career, I am so much fond of learning more things and doing the certifications, because learning alone from any sources will not take you to the next level. So completing with the certification, that will be a very first point, like where you can recognize yourself or sell yourself in the industry. So that is the reason. And even my colleagues also used to say, and I have been a mentor for my office colleagues and other people also, like, so where I just give the ideas, and whenever I just go for any certification, I go as a group, and we get the group offer and we finish the certificate and come. So that is the reason. And so that comes along with the experience. So coming to the PMP, like, so this is the third attempt, so which I have cracked with the help of Samir. So the thing is that in the very first attempt, it is on the old pattern,
Yep.
and in the last, I started by preparing in last July, and due to some work pressure, the things were going on postponing. I thought of completing by last September, then October. Finally, I thought like, okay, in a particular hope, like I can just crack it, and I just failed in the border on December 29 in last year. And since I already have this agile experience and other things, okay, so with that experience, I thought, okay, we'll take it in the next attempt. And in the second attempt also, like, when I just saw the pattern, because it is having some difference between whatever the agile and other scrum and other things which I have learned, and but here it is having, and it is with a mix of management, so things were in a different way.
Yes.
So at this particular point of time, what I can say is, so who has already worked as a scrum master, or has done as a safe agilist or any product owner or anything, directly there will be some difference when you just manage the management related questions, because we need to see how it is blended. It is not like, it is not an ACP exam or a PSPO exam to
Yes.
directly go with the core subject of this agile alone. So it is, so that is again a misunderstanding, and I failed in the second attempt. And in the third attempt, like, I just got the help of Samir, and he has given a very clear plan for me, because in spite of, because due to my office works and other things, I am unable to just go with the proper plan, because there are a lot of materials, a lot of videos and everything I have. The thing is that I am unable to just streamline like how whichever is required, whichever should be prioritized and other things. So with the plan of Samir, like I just went along with the plan of completing whatever he has given. There may be slight slippages. Then I used to try to stretch myself to stick to that particular plan. And Samir we used to have a regular conversation, and any clarifications or anything, we used to have one-on-one calls separately. And accordingly, I was just clearing all my doubts, and the things were going like that. And over a period of time, I felt confident. Okay, any question if I come, like when I go with the answering of that particular question, it goes in the right way. Any mock, any online mock or anything, and even Samir mock. So before taking Samir mock, also like I just went with so many tough mocks like Oliver Lehman and other things under Simply Learn, and so many things were there. So because I was just evaluating myself with all those things, and the score I can say like it was around 70 to 73 percentage, I can say approximately. So another main thing is that whenever I make any error, so I take more time to just go into that particular error to see like, okay, what has really caused that particular error. It's not like just by seeing the score of 70 or 72 percentage and just coming out. Definitely you will be in the same level of understanding if you doesn't clear it. So I used to just go there and Google it. And if I have any doubt or anything, I used to put a mail to Samir. And accordingly, he'll be just sending me with the reply with a proper explanation and any videos or any particular links or anything, so that that particular topic will be very, very clear for me. And when coming to the exam point of view, the I just took it in the center, Bayesian view. At the same center where I just failed for the first and second attempt, I went for the third time to the same place, and I was just so much familiar with the receptionist and even the exam coordinator because I'm coming for the third time, and I just went confident. Yeah. They were very confident, and yeah. Hello, how are you? They started to get me like that because they're seeing me for the third time. So I went there, and one of the main thing which I can tell to the aspirants is like the time management.
Hmm.
So whatever you learn, maybe like in the previous day or previous week or even in the previous night, unless otherwise you have a proper sleep, because that is one more thing which I got it that information from Samir. Because I was thinking like an exam, like even in the morning just go through, okay, whatever the last 2 minute question and all. Nothing is going to work if you go in the last minute, unless otherwise you have a very good sleep, very very good breakfast, not oily or not sweet or anything, because it will make you sleepy. So have a very steam cooked food and go with the proper preparation. Have a relaxed mindset as per whatever the tradition you have. Just pray your God. So go, just do the success. And main thing is that the time management. So whenever they gave me the scribbling pad and I took the calculator and everything for the third time, I went the usual way inside, and only 4 5 things I wrote it in the scribbling pad. It is the timing, because the timing which it is running, our brain automatically will be just keep on calculating, okay, this many questions are there, this many time is left out, so unnecessary timing will be going for that. So in order to avoid that, the number which written in the scribbling pad is 230, 160, 90, 20 and 0. So it is like for 60 question, I'm just going to take 70 minutes. So it is like 3 separate mocks, because I got this idea from Samir. So in order to just take it as a full stretch, so it was a bit relaxing for me as well. It is like 3 separate mocks. So 60 minutes, sorry, 60 questions, I took 70 minutes. My actual plan is to complete within a minute, but for I have taken 10 minutes extra in each section. So accordingly, when we start with the exam, it start reducing with 230 minutes, and my goal is to complete the first section before I see 160 minutes in the screen. Because in the previous attempt, the second attempt, it went, I just ate nearly more or less 2 hours for my first section, and that again created a problem, and my mind started working in a fast manner in the second and the third portion. So here what I did was like I sat in full concentration, and whatever the effort you will be putting and whatever the speed you work in the last 10 or 15 questions, I started in the same pace right from the beginning.
Mm.
Because anyhow, we are having a break at the end of 60th minute. I was longing for the break because I started with that pace without any missing of concentration. And all the 16 questions went well initially. And I was just waiting for the break. I raised the hand. So the people came and just they guided me how to take the break and other things. So I just went for the break, had a very slight one piece of bread, had some water, and came back. In the 7th minute, had some breathing because I was just clearly able to see like 3 more minutes is left out.
Yes.
I don't want to waste the break as well. I had a breathing, and then I started with the second section. So second section, like it was around 170. Sorry, I took 10 minutes more than what I have actually written in this particular note. Okay, so the course, then coming to the toughness of the questions, so I can say it's nearly out of these 180 questions, nearly 100 questions you can see a keyword of agile, Scrum, XP, or hybrid. So definitely these things were there because I with the previous lessons learned and all which I have seen, I was thinking maybe 50-50, but this is more than that. And what is the very clear mantra of answering all these agile related questions in the sense like have a mindset, because people used to say a mindset, but I am in that particular mindset. I was thinking, okay, I'm an agile leader, my team is there in the front and I'm in the back to just support them and to secure them in case of any impediments or anything. Unless otherwise, if there is any issues, I'm not going to disturb the team's performance. Let them do whatever the things. So I kept that thought in my mind for answering the agile questions. So with that, I'm very clearly able to eliminate two questions at right. As I see the question itself, I'm able to eliminate immediately. And for the other two options, I just saw the keyword which is present in that particular question. And with that particular keyword, for example, I can say one thing. If you see something like what is the project manager going to do next or immediately, obviously, if you have any option like risk register or issue log, that will be the very first thing you will be doing. After that only, you will be just going with the evaluating or just informing to the stakeholder or other things. So those type of tricks you should be able to know, which will be keep on repeating. So I found it very easy to answer all these agile related questions. And the predictive thing, since I have already done 2 attempts, so I have that predictive knowledge. With that, I'm able to do. So things were going on like that. And even the second part is little tough comparing to the first part. And I then went to the second break. And with that, like I just went for a small break and had some fruits or something and then came back. And in the third portion, I am very, very keen about the timing because we are no more time left out for the next break or something. So when I started with the 121th question, at that time itself, I was little faster. I'm not taking, yeah, I was going in a pace like I'm trying to answer 3 questions in 2 minutes, but definitely it is taking 1 minute minimum, not less than that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to in that pace and I'm just trying to keep all my concentration because sometimes even the concentration will go off. You need to bring it back. So things were like that, and I just brought all the things back. And you can see like at the end of the day, last 10 minutes, I got end up with answering 15 questions in last 10 minutes.
Wow.
So there, my brain started working fastly because I don't want to even a single question. Because in the very first attempt, it went in the border of 5 to 7 questions I failed. So I don't want the same thing to happen it again. And being in a third chance, I don't want to wait for 1 more year to just go with the PMP because as Samir already told, with all the certification, this is the one certification from the management side, which I think that is a crown of all the other things from Agile, Scrum Master, and other things. So I don't want to just wait or anything. So I was just keep on going in such a speed and completed. And I just saw the screen. I was left with the last 1 second when I just clicked the last question with the answer. And immediately I was just praying the God like anything because
It was
in the
time
last 2 attempts,
to see the result.
yeah. Because in the last 2 attempts, I was just saying, unfortunately, that is the word which I used to see because I have seen the failure also. Unfortunately,
You didn't
you are
want to
not
see
up to the
again.
mark. Yeah, unfortunately, I was just saying in the top. Okay, unfortunately, but this congratulation message is in the middle, somewhere in the middle of the screen. Oh, so immediately it's like congratulations. I was just staring
Unbelievable.
there at the screen. Yeah, I was just staring at the screen for 1 minute. I was
But
just seeing because
system is
yeah,
working fine or not?
yeah, I got doubts.
Application.
I was just seeing.
Eh?
Yeah, I was just staring at the screen
You
for
have
this
to double
congratulation
cross-check.
message. Yeah, I was just saying like that because I did not click that next button because
Mhm.
I want to see the message,
Yeah.
and I even like I'm unable to believe myself. Okay, we have made it finally. Okay,
Yeah.
then finally just I click the next button, and when I just raising my hand,
Yeah.
by the time the PSNU people have understood, okay, this guy has passed this
Okay.
particular exam, and they told, please wait, and there are so many screens were coming,
Don't be so
like
excited.
survey and other things.
Wait, sit
Yeah,
there. We are coming.
yeah, sit there. Don't
Don't
jump
make
or anything.
pass for others.
So don't jump or anything.
Let other people
Just
also pass.
yeah. Both of them told like, yeah. Please wait. You have
Mm.
done it something great.
Yeah.
Please wait. So I was
Mm.
just waiting, and I just that user ID and password screen has come,
Yeah.
and finally I took all my things and went over there, and I was just waiting. Okay, anyhow, pass is fine. So then I gave what is the score? Anything like they told like congrats, Chalapan, you have just passed with three above target. Three above target. Oh, that's it. That is
It's
much more better. Okay,
another
I
honor.
can tell to Samir and all my colleagues also about this. It is not a very simple pass. It is a top level.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And this is the way like it has become like a dream on that day. And after
Dream
that,
comes
one the
true.
first
Yeah.
call is the one which I made it to Samir with the message because
Thank you
he
so much.
believed in me very much. Because
Thank you
I
so
was
much.
in a little bit confusion because when we go the third attempt, obviously we'll be having the mindset like okay, if we go in the third attempt also, let it go
Mhm.
because I have come to such a mindset, and Samir has believed me a lot, and based upon that, okay, when Samir is believing me, why don't my I believe myself? So I was thinking in that way, and that confident, I just came out with a pass. So this is the main thing. Yeah, with
Oh my
your
God.
so
That is,
definitely thanks a lot, Samir, for such a plan
thank you so much.
because it is little difficult to just follow with that plan, but still it is achievable.
Yeah, Mr. Chilapa, I'm really glad to see you PMP. It was something ultimate aim. What was your aim for me was the same, that you should be PMP this time. For the viewers who is watching this video, I want to go little back when this person, this gentleman called me first time. He told me that he did twice attempt and he failed. So when I hear, I really got some feelings inside. And when someone talk like they fail once, they fail twice, then there is lots of burden, lots of nervousness, lots of self confidence is going down. Even it's not only about the money, it's not only about the timing. This person was also in the same zone, and my word to him was, Chilapa, believe in me, join the program, and I can assure you will pass the exam. I'm not taking the credit here, but yes, even a piece of advice, if work for him, that is really big things. A mentor is someone who can identify your weaker point, as well he can identify your strength, and on that he can work. After assessment, if you work accordingly, then definitely you can get the result. So that is what he got into mentorship program, and I'm really very happy today to see him PMP because he was taking his third attempt, and it was really a big responsibility on me as well. And I'm always ready to take the accountability. And if you are ready to take the accountability, you always put in your best efforts to get the result. So I always do support to the people on my level best. I really happy to see Silapa who has done PMP, and on top of that, he just not cracked the PMP, but he nailed the PMP, passed with the all three domain above target. So it's really amazing. Few questions I want to know from you, that what was your biggest challenge in the preparation, and how did you cope up that challenge from your first failure, from your second failure, in your third time preparation?
Okay. So in the first attempt, like I just went through PMBOK, because I got used to that, because when I was just checking with Rita, because I don't have time to just go through both. So things were like I went through PMBOK fully, and apart from that, I just in the initial thing I just took this Prepcast exams.
Mhm.
So there also like because in the very first attempt, so in the right from the start itself, I took the mocks.
Yeah.
So that was, I can say, like that was one biggest mistake which I have done,
Okay.
because I just got stick to that particular mock and the answers and whatever the errors.
Mm.
So I did not have any chance to just broaden my knowledge,
Mm.
because even in PMBOK also some of the topics, if I feel bored, I just used to skip.
All
So
right.
it is not like end to end I did not cover in the first
Mhm.
attempt.
Mhm.
So mainly answering the mock with the highest score, I was thinking in that way.
All
But
right.
that strategy did not work out for me.
All right. So this is a good
So
information, good insight from the Chilapa coming in. So that let me highlight it that don't believe that by practicing the thousands and 10,000s of questions you are going to pass the PMP. Okay, you must have a concept. You must have a concept. Now, in the second attempt, what did you do differently?
yes. So in the second attempt, the things were like I underestimated the pattern, because I did not get any chance. Like, okay, one among the four
Sorry to
answers is
interrupt
going
you.
to be the
Second attempt was your new format exam, right?
new format,
Oh,
and agile both. So
okay.
the things were like I got around 8 or 10 match the following. So things were like out of the four questions, I have been given with the six options.
Mm,
It is not like four for four.
mm,
So things went like that.
mm.
And the three hotspot question. So things were in a different way. And in the second one, the time management created a problem due to the new pattern. I was not knowing how much time I was actually taking, because things were in a different way. The match the following looks different for me. And in the second attempt, because in the very first attempt itself, I was little bored with by taking so many questions in the mock. So I took only a very limited mock, and that in the new pattern. When I went into the actual exam, it was some of the things were correct, but in half the way, like I was just running out of time, because I took more time in the very first 60 question itself. So that strategy again, the time management created a problem, and that too with the new pattern. So
So
that was the failure for the
here,
second one.
here for the people, let me highlight what you are saying. In the second attempt, though he failed in the first attempt, he didn't repeat the same mistake in the second attempt, but he did a new mistake that was something time management. So he was not practice of time management before getting into exam, and that's the reason he even did not manage his exam in the given time. So you must have to practice your full mock test consecutively, 4, 5, 6, so that you develop habit. Okay. If you develop habit, you don't have challenge in the exam, because in the same way you can complete all the question in the exam in the same time frame. So that's what he did mistake. He could not manage his time, and that's a spoiled his result. So he finally unsuccessful in the second attempt. So what you did differently again, like from the first attempt, from the second attempt, in your third attempt?
Yeah. In the third attempt, I just went through Rita 10 fully. Okay, because in my first attempt, I never went with Rita, and I just tried only practicing the question which is in the end of each and every chapter. Only that, and that too not for all the chapters. Very selectively, it is for risk and stakeholder, then for quality, like that. Because I was mainly focusing only on PMBOK in the very first attempt. But in the third attempt, went through the Rita 10 book completely, and I just attempted all the questions which is in the back, and an average score I can say it started from around 68 to 73 or 74, not more than 75 percentage, because it is within the range of 68 to 75. That is the maximum score which I got it. And I attempted all the questions, which ranges from 25 to around 37 questions in each and every chapter in Rita 10. So, and also like when I was just reviewing the error answer, I used to read all those explanations clearly. to just see like, okay, where the mistake has happened. And apart from that, I reviewed even the correct answers also, because sometimes it happens like we would have selected the correct answer by mistake.
Yeah.
So if the same thing comes in the exam, we may just go with the wrong. So I want to just make sure like, okay, for this is the reason. Whenever I'm just checking with answers, I'll be just thinking in mind about the keyword. Okay, this keyword, due to this keyword, this is going to be the answer. If I see the keyword in the answer, okay, then I'll go to the next question. That keyword, that sensation is enough for the right answers. So I used to just go with that one. And apart from that, when taking the marks, out of your marks, I think I just took only 4 marks, I think, because I did not have time, because mainly for the time management, and I was just trying to just finish those things within that 230 minutes. And around 170 plus, only one or 2 marks I'm able to complete the entire mock. In other mocks, I was 170 plus, because I was just taking little time, and this time management is little going little here and there. So that is the reason I told you, right? In my third attempt, the time management, because even if it is 1 or 2 questions wrong, it doesn't matter. Provided the other question, you should be able to concentrate on that and come up with the right answer. So
Great.
that is the reason I went with the proper time management in my last one.
All right.
So in that way, I'm able to reach all these things.
Great insight. So finally, you manage the time, and and time manage your result. It is a great thing that if you control the time, definitely you can win in any
Yes.
situation.
So
Try to
what thing I
control
can
your
say
time.
in the sense, yeah. So apart from the score, because it doesn't mean like you need to score 90 or 95. You should score a decent score of 70 or 75 plus, and at the same time you should make sure like you are completing that within that time. If you're not able to finish it within that time, then definitely that will become a very big problem in the real exam.
Yeah.
Time management, I can
Definitely,
say that is
even
a
if
very
you are
main thing.
scoring 70% and 75% or
Yes.
65%, you should be confident that you scored with your knowledge. There are few questions that you luckily get right, but yes, most of the question you got right because of your concept, because of your skills, and because of your confidence. So you should have confidence that whatever you scored here in 75%, 70%, you scored with the confidence. So that will give you boost for your real exam. All right. Was the PMBOK 7 released before your exam, or have you looked into the PMBOK 7 before your exam or no?
No, not fully. Like I just went through very slightly. Okay, the topics and all the stewardship and other things and all. Like I was just going through. Okay, because I I did not have time to just complete all the other things as well. So I was thinking, okay, let us not get confused among ourselves. And I did not go through fully. I just a glance.
All right.
And for my good luck, I did not get anything different from what I learned in PIMBOK 6 and
So
RETA 10.
this is one of the breaking news for the people. I am repeatedly saying to my people in the group every time, even in the personal message in the group, that guys, don't bother with the PMBOK 7. If you are into preparation since last 2 3 months, if you are reading PMBOK 6, reading Rita, Agile, that is quite enough, sufficient, sufficient. You don't have to bother for any XYZ material, no matter it is PMBOK 7. You don't need. So here is the person sitting with us, and he is clearly saying, and he is not someone that he didn't pass the exam. He passed the exam, and he passed the exam, not only passed the exam, but he passed with all above target in all the dome. How he just read the PMBOK 6 along with the Agile and the Rita. So if you are starting your PMP journey now, definitely you can go with the PMBOK 7. But if you are already into preparation, just leave aside PMBOK 7 and keep continue with your PMBOK 6, Rita along with the Agile stuff. Am I right? Chilapa?
Yes, you are right. Yeah.
Great. But yes, I
Yes.
again suggest to the people or the viewer who is going to watch this video, if you are starting PMP preparation now, definitely you can start with the PMBOK 7. But yes, again, on top of that, I want to add PMP exam is not based on the PMBOK guide. It is based on the exam content outline. So though you are reading PMBOK 7, don't depend on that only. Read other stuff along with that, other textbook along with that. then only you can cover 100% PMP exam content outline, and definitely you will be able to pass the exam if you do so. All right, Chilapa, it was interesting conversation and of course insightful, and also it will encourage other people that failure
Definitely.
is not the end of world. This is the person who attempted, failed, then he failed, but he finally did in his third try. Failure is the part of the success. They are brother and sister. They are relatives, so they will be always around. So just welcome the failure. If you want to succeed, welcome the failure. All right, Chirapa, it was really interesting discussion with you, and I'm very sure that whoever is going to watch this video will get motivated, will get encouraged from your relation or from your success story. If someone is failed even in the first try, second try, and thinking to quit the journey, they should definitely change their mindset to watching your videos, and definitely they can resume their preparation and they can get result for themselves. Thank you so
Definitely.
much. And once again, I will salute your hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and thanks a lot for all your words about me, about PMP Master Program.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samir. Thanks for your time.
Definitely after PMP, if you have given your 30 or 40 minutes time, that is precious for me. That is precious to me. So be in touch, and I'm wishing you more and more certification to be added in your
Definitely.
crown, and let me know what
Definitely.
is your next milestone. All right, so that we will
Sure.
get inspiration from you also. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samir. Thank you.